Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be talking about my dating life. If you guys wanna see this makeup look as well as this hair look and hear about my dating life, then just keep on watching. Oh my goodness, you guys, where do we start? This is a fun topic. All the products that I use will be in the description box. So if you're curious on anything, it'll be in there. Backstory, when I first moved here, I was in a relationship, but that was a year ago. So I have been single for a year. Now this isn't the first time that I have been single for this long. And actually, I've been single much longer than a year before. Actually, before my last relationship, for like 6 years before, I was dating, but like an actual relationship, I wasn't really in one. Not the kind of person to really just jump into a relationship. I always find it funny because people assume that I am dating a bunch of guys or I'm talking to a bunch of guys. I've gotten that assumption many times, but when I tell you my phone being silent, notifications that come through is family, friends, and work. That's it. I don't have like a reoccurring guy in my life. A few months ago, probably, what is it, maybe May, maybe around May, got back in the dating scene. I feel like I'm super old school, you guys. Like, I want to meet my husband in a coffee shop or walking down the street or at the grocery store. I don't like dating apps. I don't like them at all. The pic is just kind of horrible. It's like the craziest things you see on dating apps. This one guy, not a guy I matched with, but just like a profile, something like, "Don't match with me if you want me to chase you." Like, what? I cannot believe you really put that on your profile. This dating scene is just strange. The title of this video is like what it's like dating in Miami. I think it's kind of the same everywhere. Controversial opinion, but I think they act that way because they're allowed to act that way. If you act a certain way and people go for it, they're gonna continue to act that way. On both sides, the behavior is supported by people accepting it and going for it. So I was on the dating apps. I felt like my husband was not on the dating app at that time. I'm not gonna say that I would never get back on the dating app. It made me uncomfortable. So many things that I did not like about being on the app, and I felt more uncomfortable than I did enjoying myself, so I deleted it. It's like backstory into me dating in general. In the past, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, my track record of dating is not that great, to be quite honest with you. Earlier this year, I got a new therapist. I have grown so much over this year. So many things outside of dating, but specific to dating, we've talked about how I've dated pretty much the same guy over and over again. Not the exact same guy, but like the same behaviors over and over again. I always felt like good guys assumed I was already taken. Guys that ain't really got nothing going on, they ain't got nothing to lose. So they were coming up to me. At a certain point, I was just settling, in a sense, because it's like, okay, well, this is what I have to choose from because this is who is coming up to me, and I was almost lowering my standards because of that. For guys that we just were not on the same level. I just think that me and my future husband have not crossed paths yet. Right now, where I'm at, where my headspace is, I'm obviously not looking because I'm not on the apps or anything like that. What I'm about to say sounds so cliche in my head, but it's so true. But I feel like I'm in a space of just focusing on me, working out, eating healthy, going to therapy, journaling, reading, hanging out with Chai. He's down here asleep. Working, creating content that I enjoy, just all the things as I grow as a person, because we all have room to grow. I absolutely love therapy because therapy teaches you that no one is perfect. Just in a space where I'm preparing, I guess, in a sense, for the next chapter of my life, which would be marriage and kids and all that. I'm just growing. I am excited for this journey. I'm not in a rush. I'm trying not to make the same mistakes again. Trying to be out more as well. I saw this video on social media, or like this audio, or whatever the case. It's something along the lines of, you got to be out the house in order to meet your husband. And like, yeah. Because I am a homebody, but both at the same time. I think I'm both. I like being out and I like being at home, trying to be out places. And I also live in a suburb of Miami. I don't actually live in Miami, but without traffic, I live about 22 minutes from Miami. I can be in Miami in like 20 minutes. With that being said, I try to do as many things as I can actually in Miami so that I can be out, because given that I live in a suburb, most of the people that live out here are families and people that are like have their relationships and everything. In Miami, you run into more like a younger crowd. It's another thing, it's like a older crowd that's out here. I eventually definitely want to move into Miami. For right now, I'm just doing things in Miami. Wherever you want to be is where you should hang out. That's kind of how I feel. So when I was on the app, one thing that was very common was a lot of the guys on there don't even live in Miami or even in the Miami area. They're just like in town. They want a tour guide and a one-night stand is what it seemed like. I need somebody to show me around the city. Google, not a dating app. Like, stop it, wasting people's time. Or it's just like guys immature. I matched with this one guy. I'm telling y'all like my match stories, but I matched with this one guy and his first thing he said was, "Hey, fine apple." Like pineapple, but like fine apple. But ultimately, the dating scene in most cities is just strange. When I lived at home, honestly, the dating scene was the same. You're gonna find some good guys in the mix and you're gonna find some questionable situations. So I think that's everywhere, honestly. Another thing I'm trying to work on is I have a resting bee face. When I'm not talking, when I'm just looking, I look so angry. I've been trying to work on that, honestly, because you gotta be approachable. I feel like you gotta look like somebody want to come say hey to you. It's so funny because I be happy, I be excited, but you cannot tell by my face sometimes. People say this all the time and it is so true, but your person is out there and you guys will cross paths when the time is right. Answer to a question that somebody might have, like, are you looking for a relationship right now? No, I'm not actively looking for one. I think it'll happen when it happens. Well, I know it'll happen when it happens. Learned more in this year of being single and with a really great therapist than those 6 years that I was single just by myself. It's a difference between being single and then being single on purpose, in a sense, actually bettering yourself, not even for the relationship or for a future relationship, but just learning yourself and learning how to be more confident in the things that you desire, which brings like better communication, figuring out what you like and what you don't like, and not settling. This has been a great single period. Like I said, I've learned so much about myself this time around. So I'm gonna do a nude gloss sea lip. So it's gonna be all of this basically. Both times I've done the Chit Get Ready With Me, I have forgotten to spray my face halfway through, but it's okay. We're gonna do it now. Throw some curls in here. I already have heat protectant in my hair. I have a serum heat protectant from Mayo, spray from Kenra. And you can see just how much product. My hair is low luster, how the light reflects off your hair. So my hair, even when it's a lot in it, it don't be looking like it. Look at that. Like, and it looks like there's nothing in my hair. It's actually crazy. So ultimately, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Miami dating scene. It has its problems just how any other city does. Worldwide problem, you guys. This curling wand, by the way, is by GHD. I said the makeup products will be in the description box, but this hair tool too, as well as the 2 heat protectants that I have in my hair, will be in the description box. So I went and fluffed my hair out in there. So this is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking about my dating life. I definitely feel like I was a little vulnerable in this video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you guys subscribe before you leave and thumbs up this video, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.